Well, there's the start list, and nice to see Andy Musgrave up there starting number 3 after his disappointing run yesterday. No doubt he's capable of making the qualification in a sprint race, but more likely to do that when it's a freestyle sprint. Yesterday was a classic sprint, but Muzzy starting number 3. We'll keep our eye out for him. In terms of start position, Mike, with these conditions, it's gone up to +3. It's and getting warmer, bizarrely, at this time of night when it should be getting colder. That means that the uphill sections are going to cut up. Surely Muzzy has the perfect start at number 3.
When I saw the start list, start sheet last night, I thought that is the ideal place to go. The women have been around this track, so it is pressed down. It's in beautiful condition, and maybe it's not going to be much today, I don't think, Patrick, but maybe it will slow down a little as the race goes on. Thinking it with the biathlete Martin Fourcade, 4 consecutive seasons he's been the best biathlete. And there's Muzzy there. Just
number 3, Andrew Musgrave, of course, got a stage win on the Tour de Ski last year. Can he repeat it this season?
And disappointed yesterday was Muzzy, but just a bad day. He came, 92nd. It's not a big deal. He wasn't functioning great yesterday. I think he'll function very, very well today.
He did beat Martin Fourcade, though, so he'd love to do the same again today. That might be quite tricky. We'll see how he gets on. Andrew Musgrave is next. He'll have Ivan Babikov starting just behind him. There he is, a man who was born in Poole, brought up in Alaska, moved to Huntley just west of Aberdeen, and now lives in Trondheim. A combination of locations that has produced Britain's best ever cross-country skier.
Oh, he's the real deal, and very, very intelligent, as well as a very, very top-class athlete. Learned Norwegian in just about 6 months, which, well, not an easy language to master.
Niskanen coming up to the 3.1 kilometre stage. I can tell you that Andrew Musgrave has gone through. When we last had a look, he was 3 seconds down. That now has been pushed to 8 seconds behind at 3.1. And so not the fastest of starts, but that may be good news, Mike. On the positive side, he's had a tendency to start a little bit too fast.
And I think that's one aspect where Muzzy has improved. He's all that youthful desire, determination to destroy the rest of the field in racing terms. He's harnessing that much, much better now. So hopefully taking it within himself on this first lap.
As we watch Rickardson, Danny Rickardson, he's 23 seconds behind for Andy Musgrave at the moment, still lying in the top 5, and certainly, as Mike was saying, top 15 was what he was hoping for. That's still looking possible. Well, a little injection of speed from Martin Fourcade, but it's not going to keep the deficit under 30 seconds, and that keeps him in 19th place, still only fractions of a second ahead of Andrew Musgrave, who's had a brilliant run. Musgrave still lying in 13th, so I think top 15 almost certain at this stage, Mike. I can't see anyone else out there from the late starter who's matching Martin Fourcade.
And it also poses the question, if Muzzy picked up a rifle, he's skiing at the same pace as the best biathlete over the last 4 years. Well, just think of that. If he could shoot, he could be beating Fourcade.
Yeah, I think there might be a transfer fee involved if you get him to switch to biathlon. But it would be great to see. And what a great start to the season for Andrew Musgrave. Andy Musgrave of Great Britain comes from Huntley, of course, up in Scotland, not so far from Aberdeen. A 13th place in the first distance race of the year. Brilliant performance by him. Congratulations. Well done to Roy Young. Obviously got the team in good shape for the start of the season. We'll hope to see them doing similar things later on. Villigjanin starting for Russia. Chirishev also going for Russia in the first 20. Ustiakov is there starting 14, and Ustiakov goes down. Now that's going to cost him some valuable time, and he's in all sorts of trouble there as he tries to find his way out. I don't think he broke anything. There goes Andy Musgrave wearing 23.
Oh, well, he has. He's burst half his ski pole. He needs his coaches. There they are.
Musgrave looks to have made a couple of places in the early start. What he really needs to do is make contact with this group, being led by Dario Colonia at the moment. Looking for Petter Northug. There he is, number 4, slipping his way up the hill. Nothing unusual with that. He'll try and benefit from slightly slippier skis on the flats and the downhills.
Well, Muzzy has moved from 23rd up to 17th. He's 57 seconds behind. He started 58 behind, so he's taken 1 second back off Sunbe. 24.
Guess who's doing the work in the third group? Andrew Musgrave. He's not shy, is he?
Good lad.
Here he is, number 23, leading the way, trying to bridge that gap between the third and the second. It's a big ask because there's quite a time margin. Here comes Andrew Musgrave now. What's his time? 1:07, and he started 23rd in 58. So actually, Musgrave is even quicker than De Fabiani.
That's brilliant. And I tell you what, he is doing all the work there now. If Muzzy can haul back the first of the chase groups, it's going to make his life a little easier.
So the top 10 through. Philippe Janin is there. Keep your eye out for the name of Andrew Musgrave. Will be coming through soon. Look at the time. There he is, right in behind Petter Northug. Why not? Why not learn off the best tactician out there? He's in 18th position at the moment, 1:17 down, but he is only a few seconds off the top 10. It's not comfortable, is it?
It's not. There's Muzzy still in there. His skis beginning to look like they're slipping there on this section. This is the difficult section. Very wet out here on the north end of the course. Using his double poling power.
Alongside him, number 26. Musgrave up into the top 20. 1:16 behind now. Right behind Petter Northug, as he has been for the last 2.5 kilometres. Musgrave back into the top 16 now. He started 23rd, remember, Musgrave, so he's done very well. And this is going to be, Mike, if he stays in the top 20, I think I'm right in saying this will be his best ever Classic race, which is a phenomenal effort. Remember, Classic not his favoured style. He's a brilliant technician when it comes to the freestyle. But that's the one he learnt as a kid, and it's taken just a little bit longer to get to grips and develop the strength for the Classic.
I think Classic, it's teaching the body these movements, and I think like the Norwegians, yes, they ski to school, they ski within their school curriculum almost. They go out skiing in the nature as all Norwegians do, and it's a tough one to learn. I think slightly tougher when you haven't been doing that all of your life for say 100 days a year. In these Scandinavian countries, well, Norway, Sweden, you've got those conditions where the kids can ski 100 days a year.
But the British team, not just about Andrew Musgrave. Andrew Young's produced some decent results already this season.
He's done very well. 14th in Beiterstolen in a Classic race with nearly 200 Norwegians. He's down preparing for Davos sprint races now, and I think we'll see Andrew Young performing brilliantly again this season as well.
Here comes the third group now, effectively, and Magnificat of France, it was expecting to see a little bit better from him. Musgrave still 16th, but he's got a lot of good company there. Glorison is there, Turishev of Russia. They won't want to be beaten by a Brit, there's no doubt about that, but they're getting used to it. And I think it's hard to emphasise just how much respect Musgrave has, particularly in Norway.
He has. In Norway, he's on television. They almost see him as one of his own. Of course, he's up at the university in Trondheim, where he has been since, what, the age of 18. And representing the club there and racing alongside Sundby in the Norwegian National Championships as the club team.
And upset them a bit in 2014 when he went and won the Sprint National Championships with an unbelievable performance on that occasion. Didn't manage to take that to Sochi, which was a shame.
And that was just before Sochi,
It was just before Sochi, so all the talk was, could Musgrave win the Olympic sprint? But preparation for the Olympics, I think, probably needs to be refined next time round.
I think so. Can you believe it? Finn Hagen Krokus, he certainly looked good, Patrick, and I think we will see a lot more from Harvey. Poor old De Fabiani, he was, with his 22 years of age, he didn't have the experience to be aware that there would be an attack. He didn't expect it.
Top 20 for Musgrave, 16th.
Brilliant.
So he gained 7 places today, having started 23rd, 124 off the leaders, and his starting time was 58, so 26 seconds lost to Martin Jonsrud Sundby. He is now world class when it comes to classic skiing as well as freestyle.
13th yesterday, 16th today. Andrew Musgrave is having the start to his season, the best ever in his life.
Well, hopefully there's more to come. Let's hope we see him challenging for podiums at some stage this season. Andy Musgrave on the second page of the results for the second day in succession. 13th yesterday, 16th today. Best start to the season he's ever had, and just cementing his position at the top of the British rankings. But he's miles ahead of what anyone else has ever achieved.
It's outstanding, and you're taking the best of the Finns. Niskanen, who has won World Cups, and that's at home here in Finland. I think the Finns have had a poor performance here.
Yeah.